Delegates, be no doubt that this resolution seeks to commit the party to a premise which paints a picture of an independent Scotland for the foreseeable future, just a slightly more humane, competent, green, possibly nuclear-free and social democratic version of the UK. It reeks of conformity to established IMF and World Bank norms based on the acceptance that Scotland is and will be a nation in debt to the international financial community, and as a result, we must show that we shall be a compliant fellow traveller of that club. I implore you to reject the premise that we are a debtor nation because Scotland is and shall be a nation in credit and does not need to satisfy the very people and organisations who failed to protect us from the 2008 crash but take no responsibility for it. Scotland has almost limitless natural wealth and resources and the best educated population in the Western world. We simply don't need to borrow to pay for public services. Those of you who have witnessed my model of annual ground rent online or over 40 events have seen the figures and they don't lie. We are without a shadow of a doubt a nation in credit, and as such the issue of currency and our relationship with the world financial order can be seen as a position of strength and not supplication. 2 years ago, this conference showed by acclaim that our land can be the principal source of funding for all our public services now. This was both historic and transformational, yet nowhere in the report or resolution is land even mentioned. Why? What does it say about the new Scotland we want if the authors of the report and resolution have not thought to include a worthwhile universal citizen's income as a fundamental pillar of our new society, to commit to human dignity and the abolition of the need for food banks? The report and resolution makes no mention of the banking system, which will underpin our currency. Yet without a banking system secured by clean money and incorruptible regulation, your currency is but a grain of sand. Sort out the banking system and you sort out the currency, and it won't be sterling. George Kerevan's documentary, Spank the Banker, pretty racy that, isn't it, has highlighted Britain's biggest banking fraud, in which all major UK banks are involved and with which the financial regulator and the UK government are complicit. Noel Edmonds' action against Lloyds Bank is one of about 30,000 such potential claims, totalling north of £100 billion. And the authors of the report and resolution must know this. Wouldn't you think that such a catastrophic event, which could see the collapse of the British banking system just at the time of the second India referendum, would merit a clear declaration of how Scotland will protect its people and their money from this gathering tsunami? As Edmund said, these frauds are the symbol of a failing state. Funding public services from our land, food on the table, and a banking system we can trust, the basics of any decent functioning democracy, glaringly missing from the UK and also from the report and resolution. But how does this sound? The independence we seek for Scotland is a happy, truly inclusive and caring property-owning democracy in which everyone has a financial stake. An independence which welcomes and supports all kind and vulnerable hearts and respects and values them for what they are and what they can be. And I'm not going to have much more time to say anything about that, but it goes on a wee bit longer, but at least it's less than the Gettysburg Address. Anyway. Our leadership has offered us but one vision for the early years of an independent Scotland. But we've not had much of a choice. You know, we haven't had a choice. We've had one vision. It's a take it or leave it scenario. You deserve more than one choice and one vision. Why did it not commission alternative reports? Please reject the resolution and send a clear message that we require an alternative report based on Scotland's a creditor nation before we make informed decisions. Thank you.